Good morning, and welcome to 90 Minutes with Mathematical. Let me just sincerely apologize that we are coming in late. Technical reasons. I am reaching you all the way from Abuja, and in that regard, we will have to depend on all our technical facilities to be able to come to you live from our studios in Wasimi in Abeokuta. So we are just hoping that this works. However, it is fine. Today is a great day. It's a very special day for me because I'm celebrating two giants, and they were both born on the same day, but 2 years apart. So, but one of them is going to turn 70 in the next day or two. In fact, in the next day. So, and that's the guy we shall be celebrating. And you all know we've advertised it. My very good friend and colleague, Dr. Felix Owolabi. He celebrates 70 on November 24. And that's all we shall be discussing on today's show. So I hope it works well. This is Eagle 7 Sports Radio, 103.7, Wasimi in Ogun State. And I am in Abuja. As I said, we'll go on this break. When we come back, I'm going to do my editorial. That's where the problem lies. I'm going to do my editorial, which you can find in 4 national newspapers today. It is in the Vanguard, it is in the Guardian, it is in Complete Sports, and it's in Niger Times. And just in case I mess up, I can't read it completely, please just go onto one of those platforms and get the complete version of my special tribute to Felix Owolabi at 70. It is something you have to read or listen to. So we just go on this break. When we come back, then I will do the editorial after the break.
We talk sports like no other. Eagle 7 Sports Radio 103.7, where champions prepare.
I am Peter Rufai, aka Dodo Mayana. You are listening to Eagle 7 Sports Radio 103.7 FM Abeokuta.
My name is Ron Freeman, and I'm a 1968 Olympic gold and bronze medal winner. And I also set a world record, the longest standing world record that stood for 25 years in the Olympic Games. And you are listening to Eagle 7, 103.7 FM Sports Radio.
So welcome back to 90 Minutes with Mathematical. Let me try now to read my editorial this morning, which is titled Tribute to Dr. Felix Owolabi at 70. I don't remember the very first time we met. It probably was on the football field during a football match. Thinking back now, it could have been in 1977 during the epic FA Cup match that year when my team, Shooting Stars, played against Raka Rovers of Kano, the team that he played for at that time. I'm not so sure again as I write this. It could also have been when he was invited to join us in the national team, the Green Eagles, in 1977 by coach Father Yelisavic Tito. Either way, his impact on the national team from when he joined was massive and instantaneous. He was a different kind of player, of a different breed. He was a serious football player, playing as if his life depended on winning every match. He was left-footed, something the country was in short supply of at the time. Since the exit of Haruna Ilerika and of Adekunle Awesu, both left-footed players in 1976 and 1977, respectively, there was not a single left-footed player left in the entire national team. It was a great deficit to the team for a short while, during which Nigeria that was a master at wing play with fast runners on both flanks, had to improvise with Adokie Amiasimaka, a right-footed player, but who could effectively use his left foot. Adokie was an undergraduate at the University of Lagos, but was loaded with football credentials as a young player in the Lagos area. He was drafted to the national team, the Green Eagles, from his inside forward position to the left side of Nigeria's attack to fill the gap. No one missed an Awesu again after that moment. Adokie stepped in with his mesmerizing dribbles and pinpoint crosses. Shortly after that, Felix Owolabi showed up on the national radar with a left foot that was deadly and packed with venom. Felix was extremely fast, with the ability to dribble even at top speed, cutting back the ball sharply and accelerating away in the next movement. Slightly limited in height and with packed muscles in his legs, he could swivel on a coin whilst dribbling. He was as strong as an ox. When racing with the ball at his feet, he was the most difficult player to mark. The only way to stop him was to physically bring him down or kick him to a halt. He was fearless, could ride any tackles with the single-mindedness to get close to an opposing goal through the shortest and fastest route and release one of his bombs in his left foot. He moved like a train, meandering towards goal with the ball glued to his left foot. His attitude earned him the respect and love of fans and coaches. On top of all of those attributes, Felix Owolabi also had ferocious power behind his shots with his left foot. His right foot was like my own left foot, fit for standing and as support only. He was a true attacking wing back on the left flank of an attack. So Felix joined us in the national team and became a challenge for Father Tico, who could no longer replace Adokie, whose dribbling skills and pullouts from the right foot, with the right foot from the left side of attack, were creating goal-scoring chances, particularly for me, coming from the blind side of defenders to nod home floated balls. That's how Coach Father Tico put on his creative cap and came up with the wing-back system that has now become the norm in modern-day football. He converted Felix to the left full-back position to replace the aging right-footed player manning that area of Nigeria's defense. That's how Samuel Ojebode's career in the national team ended and Felix Owolabi's began. It was a tactical masterstroke. The weaker side of Nigerian team suddenly became its stronger flank. Coping with fleet-footed master dribbler Adokie was hard enough for opposing defenders. To now add a second layer, a hard-nosed, unstoppable powerhouse charging down the left flank from defense became a nightmare for opposing teams. That's how Felix Owolabi earned the nickname Owoblow. He was blowing like a tornado, breaking up attacks and blowing down defenses. Meanwhile, following the only match that he played for Raka Rovers against Shooting Stars FC, he became a target for the Shooting Stars scouts, recruiting exceptionally gifted Yoruba-born players from all over the country. A response to the system established by Civil War in 1970. They recruited only Igbo players to their club. That's how Felix joined me at Shooting Stars FC. And together, we became very influential members of the Nigerian national team, as well as of Nigerian domestic football as a whole for a few years. When I retired from the game in 1982, Felix almost single-handedly won the National League for Shooting Stars FC the following year. And in 1984, I came out of retirement to play in the African Club Champions Cup in an attempt to win the Continental Trophy for the first time and possibly earn my most sought-for Africa's Best Player award, something I had come close to winning twice before. Had Felix not missed playing in the finals of the 1980 championship due to accumulated yellow cards, and I had not suffered a debilitating knee injury in the first leg of the semi-final match, an injury that would not heal up till the final match, Shooting Stars would have won the African Club Championship that year, with Felix's presence making the important difference. That's how our shared dreams were terminated and our football careers playing together ended. He went on to play for another 8 to 9 years for Shooting Stars after I had retired, rather prematurely it now seems, adding to his chest of medals a second Continental Club trophy. His longevity in the game was not a surprise. His level of self-discipline and professionalism was uncanny. He never had time for the frivolities in life of a superstar. He was, and still is, a staunch practicing Christian, a teetotaler, no messing around with girls and drugs, limited socialization, and a strong family man. He was every player's friend, and we have been very close without being closely socially. On the football field, the rest of us always took lessons from Felix's professional attitude and practice, traits that he took to his life after football. That's why he succeeded in his academic pursuits as well as in his civil service career, to which he retired. Felix Owoblow remains an epitome of decency, dignity, industry, and family. This week, as he celebrates his climb to the 7th floor of life, I join with all members of our football fraternity and generations of football players in Nigeria to wish him a happy 70th anniversary. May his journey through the years of his life ahead be full of life's best gifts. That is my special tribute to my very special friend, Felix Akinloye Owolabi Owoblow.